sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop. Welcome to issue 65 of Legends of Ferrari, the die-cast 1/24 scale model collection from our good old friends at DeAgostini. Now, if you'd like to grab these for yourself and add these to your collection, head over to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. Pop. You too can own these. Right, let's have a quick scoot through the magazine and see what we got this week. It is Ferrari SF23 from the year 2023, driven by Carlos Sainz, folks. Yes. Let's have a looky-loo what we got. Magical night there. This is the night races. Looking rather splendid under the lights. I do like a night race, I must admit, as a fan. You sit there and, yeah, nice, isn't it? Reached the first corner there as the race leader Leclerc wasted no time. He overtook George Russell's Merc and immediately positioned himself behind his teammate. There you go. Toast of the team there for the win. Absolutely. I do like Carlos, I must admit, and I really hope he does well at Williams now where he's driving, because he is such a nice chap. There's Fred there looking rather happy with himself. This is Visser's historic debut because he came over from Alfa Romeo to take over at Ferrari when Matteo Binotto left. So yeah, loads of info about Fred. Ferrari SF23 there, bit of blurbage about it. Bit of blurbage there about Carlos himself. Obviously son of the infamous rally driver. Leaving the pits there. 1,000 yard stare there. That always amazes me when you see the drivers on the start and they got their visors up, how intense their focus is. How they could just switch into that zone. It is phenomenal. It really is. I take my hat off to anyone that gets behind the steering wheel of an F1 car. There's a profile there on Lauren Mekies, and now a team principal and CEO at Red Bull. A bit of blurbage about him, etc. So, yeah, give them a read, folks. There's loads of information. It's quite interesting when you see different members of teams and who they are now. I mean, this is filmed early 2026. So, yeah, you know, Lauren now is, like I say, guiding Red Bull. So there you go, folks. That is the magazine done. So we'll put that to one side. We'll bring the model out and we'll have a looky-loo, folks. Okay. And there you go, folks. Look at that. Rather sexy there with the Ferrari logo there, the prancing horse. Ferrari SF23 Carlos Sainz 2023, and this is from the Singapore Grand Prix. It's quite specific how they've named this model this time round, folks. So what we'll do, we'll drop this out of the case, and when we come back, we'll have a little looky-loo around the model for you. And there she is, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful carbon fibre front wing there, poking out. Massive, massive front wing. Matte red. Oh, doesn't it look beautiful, folks? I don't know why. The matte red just does it. Big, long nose there. Side winglets there, coming up over a rather curvaceous and seriously sexy bit of suspensionage. Wheel brows there, poking up. Coming up along into the halo there, which has been blended with this rather elegant pinstripe solution. Sculpted round with little winglets on halo, and then scooting there along the top of this engine cover. Little wings there attaching the mirrors. Little protrusions there of aero poking up on the bodywork. Look how deep this sculpt is going along in here, right down inside and firing the air along. And then you've got this little vein that starts just dropping down and moving air right down underneath and directing it between these two planes here and scooting it through the suspension. But every one of these surfaces is like an aircraft wing, just moving and sculpting and using the air to its advantage. Little winglet barge boards poking out here around the bib. Beautiful curved wing there. Does look elegant, doesn't it? All in carbon fibre and all. Shark fin there poking up. Coming round the side there, you get an appreciation for how raised up this floor front edge is. But when we look at the front, you'll see in a minute that there's all veinage going on there. But the air is coming down like a wave of crescendo directed air. Poof, coming through and then coming round and along this beautiful floor. And then again, you've got sculpted surfaces on the floor and little bits of aero poking up just to send and channel air through. Absolutely beautiful. I like it when they put the flow vis on the car during practice. So you get to see how the flow vis moves along the edges of the car. Trouble is, all your competitors see it as well, and they can see where your aero's working. But for a fan, it does. Just gives you an eye-opener of how the air works. Little end plates there with little winglets on, direct the air along the edges, stops any wake along the side of the car. Have a quick scoot underneath the floor there, and you can see straight away ground effect here of the difference. All these veinages going on. Scooting air around and then along these little channels, round the plank there, up under the diffuser there, which is so deep. And you turn the car round so you're looking at rump end. Look how high up this diffuser is. Massive, isn't it? And then, like I say, you can get an appreciation for the sculpted section of the floor where it pinches out and comes out through the back there. And again, the elegant curved surfaces of the wings and that underneath there. So that's probably a shot that a lot of people got to see of Carlos that day because, yeah, he pretty much took the race. From the front there, the jaw shot, looming in your mirrors there. You got your Dame Edna glasses there, your squints there, getting the beans there. Getting appreciation now for these winglets here around the mirror. And little tiny wing mirror supports, as they call them, but yeah, we all know it's aero. Get to see the wheel brows there. They're now gone now with the current regulations. But yeah, you get an appreciation of how the air goes through, you know, these little tiny winglets poking up. Everything is to move air around, and Halo now has a little winglet screwed to the top there so that air can scoot underneath and through it. Really is a stunning solution. Looking in the cockpit there, you can see all the harnesses. You got your PlayStation steering wheel going on there with more buttons than NASA going on there. Loads and loads of info that the driver can pull up. You got your closed wheels there with little teensy-wincy vent holes. Behind them, you got your big old cake tins covering the disc brakes now. It's all very covered up in there. But again, the air is then scooted through these big intakes and it gets all moved around inside there. You've got the same on the front here. Every now and then during a race, you'll see that man's best friend, a bit of old duct tape will come out and just cover a little bit of these vents. But goes to show after all these years, duct tape still comes in. You see it a lot in MotoGP on the radiators. They put the duct tape on, especially in wet races. So there you go, folks. That is a Carlos Sainz's Ferrari there, folks. I can study these all day long, these models, because I just look round them. And as this collection has grown, I've gone back to previous ones and I just sit there and ogle them because you just look at the work and effort that goes into creating these iconic Formula One cars. And it gives you a massive appreciation of it, folks. I mean, you know, I've got cars in the collection now going back to the 50s. And the evolution of the brand, it's phenomenal. When I go to display them, I shall do them in chronological order by year. And it'll just give an appreciation of how the cars evolved over time. And yeah, it's surprising. So there you go, folks. That is a Ferrari SF23 from the year 2023, driven by Carlos and his Sainz. If you would like to add these to your collection, pop over to the DeAgostini website. there's a clickable link below in the description. Pop, and you too can be collecting these along with me. Also, to help me out, if you can like, share, hype and subscribe to the channel, that would be a massive, massive help. Help share the video out, hyping it, gives points for the video, etc., etc. So, yeah, if you can consider that, it would really help me out. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and well. Bye-bye for now.